wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
Amazing Talbot vocalist Emily Denby performing On My Own from Les Mis.
On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are barren everywhere, the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life, I've only been pretending. Without him, the world around me changes. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my own.
I'm Lydia, another one of your Eisteddfod captains. I'm here to introduce the amazing Katie Moore singing Arcade by Duncan Lawrence. This is a Eurovision winning song and we're confident that she can win.
Broken heart is all that's left. I'm still fixing all the cracks. Lost a couple of pieces when I I don't need your games, game over. Get me off this roller coaster.
The sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown it out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is
Our
me.
vocalist is Beth Jones. She's giving us a stunning performance of Gravity by Sarah Beret. We're so proud of all the effort that she's put in. We hope you enjoy her performance.
I'm not scared.
Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. No matter what I say or do, I still see you here till the moment I'm gone.
much to everyone who applied for vocal and instrumental this year, and the talent this year is absolutely insane, and we have so much hope for you to audition again next year. It takes so much courage and bravery to apply, especially in some circumstances this year, so thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Beth, and I'm super excited to introduce our instrumental performer this year, Will Whitman. He's going to blow away the competition with his performance of Eruption by Van Halen.
Hi, my name's Jo and I'm the last of the 4 Eisteddfod captains. We just had to say a massive thank you to our instrumentalists and vocalists for having to perform on stage after their maths and English mocks. And much like Macbeth, I'm sure that we're going to murder the competition. I hope you enjoy.
Next up we have Kiko and a performance of Merry-Go-Round of Life from Howl's Moving Castle, and she's playing both violin and piano, so I hope you enjoy her performance.
welcome to this evening's Music Eisteddfod. We've got two competitions that are being judged this evening, the vocal competition and also the instrumental competition. Of course, it wasn't possible to have any choirs this year due to the circumstances, but we were really pleased to get some absolutely first-class entries for each of these competitions, and to judge them, we're delighted to welcome back the absolutely fabulous Miss Bernadette Woods. It's lovely to see you again. Thank you so much for coming back to join us. And I'm going to hand over to you for your judges' comments.
The love we had passed me by, and as the sun will set, you would rise.
Hi, it's great to be back doing this again in weird circumstances. Very strange not to actually be there with you. But what I will say was how impressed I was with these vocal performances. They were absolutely fabulous, and I enjoyed listening to every one of them. And what was also nice was that I had three very different song choices, three really different singers. So the first one that I listened to was the performance for Talbot, which was Emily. And I thought that this performance, because it's kind of actually maybe my favourite genre of musical theatre, I thought you captured the meaning of the song really well, and the lyrics came across really well. And you added some, so like I'd never heard the kind of melismas that you did at the end of phrases, and the alternative kind of lower ending, which suited your voice really nicely. I've never heard it sung in that way, so that's always nice to hear a different interpretation. So that was the first one, and then the second performance I listened to was for Plymouth House, and that was Katie. Now this is a song that is less well known to me, but a beautiful performance of it. I thought your tone was lovely, and your tuning throughout the song was really excellent. The sound you made was really well supported, so when you changed into the higher register, that felt really secure and really confident and lovely tone. Also, that it meant you could provide a good dynamic contrast with the verses, which were lower pitched. And so that was a really great performance. Really loved your tone there, Katie. And then the final one was the performance for Vernon House, which was Beth. So I really enjoyed this performance, actually. I thought you chose a really great song to show off all of your vocal range. So I thought the start of it was really quiet, controlled, and then you built up very gradually. You never went too far with it. It was always very controlled, but yet there was a massive dynamic range with it, loads of light and shade, and never too overpowering. It was really beautifully well pitched. I thought the words were clear all the way through, really good diction, and your performance really brought across the meaning of those lyrics in that song. So massive well done to you all, ladies. Loved all three of those performances. So I guess back to you, Mr. Sugars, to talk about who's going to be the winner.
Okay, thank you, Miss Woods. As Miss Woods said, it was a very hard-fought competition, really sensational performances. Each of them performed on the school stage, of course, but under COVID restrictions, but really great to have people back in the hall and singing. So, in third place, we have Talbot. So round of in second place, we have Plymouth. So round of applause for Plymouth. But in first place and winning the vocal competition this year is Vernon and Beth Jones. So very well done to all the competitors and congratulations. that leads us on to the Eisteddfod instrumental competition. Again, really hard fought this year. And so I'm going to hand you straight over to Mrs. Woods for her adjudication.
Yeah, I have to agree. Really hard fought and really hard to judge, because you guys presented me with three completely different, could not have been more different in genre, in the way that you perform them, and three like amazing performances again. So really hard to judge between them all. So I'm going to start with my comments about Plymouth House. So Will on the electric guitar. Wow. So this is not a genre of music that I am an absolute expert on by any manner of means, but there's absolutely no denying the kind of wow factor of your performance and the technical skill needed to be able to perform in that way. So it was a very high level of technical control, a really big range of techniques that you demonstrated on the guitar as well. So there were those demanding, really, really fast passages that were handled incredibly well. And just that very strong sense of style that you brought across to it, and so expressive because of all the different elements to it. It was an amazing performance. Well done. And then, so secondly, I watched Grace's performance on the piano. Again, a great performance in a totally different genre. So I thought your dynamic contrasts were really clear. And so you did well with that, because it's hard to bring that across in a video rather than a live performance. I thought your performance was really confident and well controlled. So for example, you managed to keep that tempo maintained throughout the performance, and you showed me some nice contrasts between the different sections, so that you were able to show me a variety of playing techniques there. So well done, Grace. And then the final performance I watched was Kiko's performance for Vernon House. Do you know, it was absolutely amazing to see one student have such mastery on two different instruments. This was literally the one advantage of doing this in COVID restrictions, because I was able to see you play both of those instruments, and whoever edited that was a genius as well. Done. So I thought your performance was beautiful. It was expressive. I would say, like, I'm really into this genre of music, so it really appealed to me. You had a high level of technical skill, and I said particularly in the piano part with those like little piano fills, really technical. I enjoyed that one immensely, and well done with those two instruments. It was absolutely fantastic. So well done all three of you. I'm going to hand back for the results.
Thanks very much, Mrs. Woods. So here we are, the final part of the music adjudication. Looking at the instrumental competition. And so in third place we have Talbot House. Round of applause. In second place we have Vernon House. So a big round of applause for Vernon. And in first place we have Plymouth House, and Will winning the music instrumental competition this year. And so very well done to all the competitors, and a final round of applause. So we come to the overall music competition and the Music Cup. And we have a fairly extraordinary situation this year, possibly made slightly more complicated by the fact we don't have the choir competition. So in third place, we have Talbot House. In second place, we have nobody, because in joint first place, tied for the Music Cup, and so sharing it equally, we have Vernon and Plymouth. So a remarkable result, and now everything hangs on the other competitions to see who finally wins overall the virtual Eisteddfod this year. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Mrs. Woods for her adjudication and her time and continued support of the school Eisteddfod. And thank you very much.
Thanks for having me back.
Now's our curtain call. The whole world needs a